So I'm recording this video on June 30th. So if you've been watching this channel, you were probably expecting something to happen today. For the last few weeks, we've been talking about a potential surprise state of play at the end of June that was going to show off all the awesome stuff they've been working on. Sony, they were weirdly off their game at Summer Games Fest, showing mostly third-party games and not even mentioning their heavy hitters. God of War Ragnarok, Spider-Man 2, Wolverine. Industry insiders were saying over and over again throughout the month of June, we were going to get another showcase in the last week of the month where they would show off the real stuff, and they would also reveal the new PS5 Pro controller. But perhaps most importantly, we were supposed to get news about God of War Ragnarok, including a release date. Welcome to Video Game Leaks, everybody. Thank you so much for the support and love on the channel. We are on our way to 50,000 subscribers. Make sure you are subscribed. Make sure you have those notifications fully turned on. That's what we cover here. All the leaks and rumors in the gaming industry. Now, Ragnarok, it's been slated for release this year, but there's no information about it, and some insiders are starting to claim the game has quietly been delayed. Now, other insiders say the game is 100% coming this year, and the alleged June 30th conference was supposed to give us insight on that. Well, I've got good news and bad news for you. You Ragnarok fans, you guys are crazy in the comment section. I've seen you. So the June 30th God of War State of Play never happened. I also want to say, you may be watching this video and we may have gotten a teaser or release date by the time you watch this, and then this video makes no sense. But let's keep going. Insiders are already coming out with excuses as to why it didn't happen. Right now, the leading theory is there was actually going to be a State of Play by the end of June, and Sony was 100% going to do it, but something happened behind the scenes, and the conference has been pushed back to July. Now, the same conference is still coming, they say, and Sony is still going to be showing off all their crazy upcoming games, but the insiders are now saying the conference was either delayed or canceled outright. However, they also assure us that despite God of War not getting any news, the game has not been canceled or delayed any further. Now, the same insiders who've been leaking everything else correctly are insistent that God of War is coming out in October or November of this year, and despite Sony's last-minute moving of the secret State of Play event that may or may not have ever existed, the game's release date is set in stone, apparently. Now, what I do want to say is, don't worry. Sony knows what their heavy hitters are. They know their marketing strategy, and they're going to show them off sooner than later. There's no way we'd go through July without getting some confirmation on some of the stuff we're talking about, right? Now, I don't know, guys. I mean, it's getting complicated for me to believe as we go through, as we make these videos. Somebody says there's a secret State of Play, and it's going to confirm God of War wasn't delayed, but then the State of Play doesn't happen, and now those same people are saying it's okay. It's still confirmation the game wasn't delayed. I mean, I'm starting to raise my eyebrows. You guys don't think people are starting to reach a little bit for this one? I do personally. Now, here's what I think, okay? I think Sony fans, God of War fans, Spider-Man 2 fans need to buckle up. All right? I think all of us need to buckle up here, especially when a high-profile game like God of War is allegedly set to release in less than 5 months, but we don't have basic information confirmed like a release date or a pre-order date. I mean, the writing could be on the wall, and I'll explain why at the end of the video. Now, I hate to say it, I think this could be a form of confirmation that the game is indeed been delayed. I mean, let's be real. It would be a letter on Twitter saying, we want to make sure it's ready for you, polish it up, and they go about their business. This summer was kind of the decline for Sony to reveal God of War's Ragnarok release date in order to more or less confirm it's coming out this year. That hasn't happened yet. Now, when a game this close is expected to release and the publisher hasn't committed to a date, that has delay written all over the freaking wall. It stinks and smells of delay. It does. I'm sorry, but it does. I think if the State of Play was pushed back to July, there's still a shot that the game comes out in 2022. But I'm telling you right now, mark my words, if Sony does not reveal God of War Ragnarok's release date within the next couple weeks in the month of July, it's not coming out this year. It will be delayed until 2023 because there's literally not enough window to actually market and push it. You don't announce a game and then launch it 3 months later. That's not how it works, especially when it's a high-profile game like God of War Ragnarok. It's actually pretty insane that we're sitting here talking about this in the push, in the search, in the interest in this game being a single-player campaign game. Is that not crazy to everybody? There was a time where everybody was like, single-player games, that nobody cares about those. You play them and then you put them up and then you move on to your multiplayer, your battle royale experiences, your whatever you're doing. God of War Ragnarok, God of War 2018, they completely destroyed that whole thought process. This is one of the biggest games coming out, and it's a single-player campaign game, which absolutely just makes me freaking smile. So, here's what I think. If we don't get a reveal sometime in July, when I say sometime in July, I don't think it could be at the end of July. I think it needs to be the first or second week of July, or even a mention out of their mouths about God of War Ragnarok. Then we can all agree that there's a problem. They just don't want to admit there's a problem, and they don't want to say anything because you have insiders that are on both sides of the fence here, and they're really just getting toyed with. I mean, let's be real. They get some information, they run with it, and then that information isn't right, so they get some more, and then they run with that. That's where we're at. But let's drop down into reality here. If God of War Ragnarok is not in a July state of play or mentioned at all, I'll go as far to say as if God of War Ragnarok doesn't have a set release date that is announced in July, you will not see this game this year. There will be some kind of announcement in the near future that it's been delayed for polish or needs more time in the oven or for whatever reason, and it will probably come out Q1 of 2023, which it's not the worst, but then again, it's not the best either. Holiday season is already gone. People spent all their money on everything. Holiday season, October to November, is when you want to drop your high-profile game, especially one like this. And some people will say, well, you don't want to do that. You've got Modern Warfare 2 dropping then. You've got all these other big games in October and November. God of War Ragnarok doesn't care about those games. Those games are on a different level than God of War. And I don't mean that in a negative way. I mean, God of War is going to sell itself on its own accord. It's not battling against Modern Warfare 2. I guess it's battling against the dollars in your wallet, but it's not battling them per se on trying to be something different. That's what makes it so special. It's going to sell because it's a sequel to God of War 2018. Doesn't matter what other games everybody's buying. So the holiday season is your prime target. Sony knows that, and if we don't get something soon, that tells me that there is definitely issues going on. We will keep you guys updated as always with this, and we'll see. Fingers crossed the first week. I'm hoping you're watching this video a week from now and you're saying, man, you guys are behind. We already got the state of play. We got the official God of War Ragnarok trailer reveal. Why is this video even made? Well, remember, it was made on June 30th. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you soon.